Inside, his head was immediately below the roof line of his house in his attic. They had pushed through like a ventilation piece of plastic on the side of their attic, and it was pretty much like the size of a crawl space up there.
Now these waters are going down. We've been out here for a couple of hours and seen these floodwaters go down quite a bit from the tip of those mailboxes out there down a couple feet, as you can see, but the damage is pretty extensive. Some homeowners are coming out to lock their doors and get some other valuables they say they could not take with them as they left quickly yesterday when waters were rising. For now, reporting in South Carolina, I'm Emily Arroyo for the Raycom News Network.
All right, Emily, thank you so much. Also, going back to the information that we just learned from the news conference at the Emergency Operations Center, apparently some people are having some self-service disruption. It's very sporadic, but hopefully they're thinking that's going to be short-lived. The governor gave a big shout out to Walmart, who has provided 80,000 bottles of water to residents and are offering to bring up more bottles of water if needed. But again, there are going to be those water distribution sites you can get to as well, one being the Lower Richland High School area site and the 3700 Landmark Drive area. President Obama has called. He and the First Lady are saying that they are there to give assistance, and there have been things that, like today, a verbal request was made for a major disaster declaration of destruction, and that's going to help with personal and public assistance. So far, that will go to 11 counties. The governor said could increase. The emergency responders, Department of Emergency Center is working right now to educate counties on how to do assessments, because each county is going to be responsible. So wherever you're watching me right now, you will call your your particular county to find out how to do the assessment. But they're being educated on that right now. As the governor said, this is going to be a very lengthy process. Let me give you some more information before we take our next reporter. Mike Moore, who is the federal coordinator of disaster appointed by the president, he says that assistance that we're asking for will cover 3 different areas. One is the individual assistance, like your housing and other needs. One will be public assistance. That would include infrastructure. 75% of that would come from the federal level. And then also hazard mitigation, which facilitates the facilities that can be strengthened by future disasters and problems that we might face during.
Dottie is hit extremely hard. One of the places that we kept seeing over and over was the Tidal Max, which is where I am standing right now. I want to show you how the building collapsed and this massive hole that it caused. If you take a look right here, you can see that there's no longer a parking lot here. You can see that the road collapsed. On the other side of that wall, there's a car, a white truck that is underwater, still submerged underwater, which is lying on its roof. So that is the scene here at the Tidal Max. It was some very serious damage here. Also, want to take you now to the roads. What we saw yesterday over and over were cars submerged underwater. We saw people standing in the street wondering what was next. We also saw that there were some businesses, including Tidal Max, covered in water, their doors. Take a look at the roads now. It's clear. However, they are not passable. Columbia Police have 2 officers on each side, barricades as well, redirecting traffic, telling folks not to attempt to come down this area. Of course, we are here so we can inform you, but this is not for travel. What they're doing, they're still monitoring some things. There's still a lot of debris across the roadways right now, and so what they want to make sure is that people are putting themselves in danger. A lot of people are out sightseeing at this time, and I know that may be important, but you want to make sure that you're watching the areas that you are in. Another note that I have for you, grocery stores. A lot of folks want to know where can they go buy food.